Which Uso are you being right now? Which Uso are you?
I don't know. There's a lot of them. I'm being serious Uso right now. I'm serious Uso, man. Damn.
I'm serious Uso. What are they? The dwarves? We're gonna name them? Serious, sleepy, sneezy?
Whatever, Uso.
And this is A&B Convos Wrestling Edition.
This is hardcore legend Mick Foley. I'd like to title this video WWE, We've Got a Problem, because I think you do. And that problem is that WWE is no longer the place for talent to aspire to. Part of it is because AEW is doing a great job of attracting great talent, proven talent, building other talent, creating storylines, but part of it is a problem of your own making. I think younger talent sees the way that developmental characters are cut or left by the wayside, or in the case of Karrion Kross, greatly watered down and even made a joke of when they debut on the main roster.
Thank you.
It's not broke. Don't fix it.
Thank you.
If I was an aspiring talent now, big league talent with a major decision to make, I'm not sure that I would trust WWE Creative to do the right thing with my career.
Dang!
You guys did wonders with me back in the day. That was a different time, different place.
Yep.
If it was today, I'm not sure I would trust the powers to be with my career in their hands. And until that changes, WWE, you've got a problem.
Whoa.
Okay, so
Let me get comfortable.
yeah, let's get serious for a minute. You know, we joke around, we want to have a good time, but he's speaking facts.
Straight facts.
He's speaking facts. Now, I know there is a divide amongst pro wrestling fans. You've got your WWE on one side, it's like a wedding. AEW on one side and WWE on the other side.
I think there's many more of them that are us that like both.
Well, yeah, for sure. There's definitely people who are,
Yeah.
walking down the aisle together. New Japan Pro Wrestling is in there, Impact is in there. Things are kind of mixed in. Bottom line here is, we've said this many a time on our show. So make no mistake about it. Vincent Kennedy McMahon has made pro wrestling what it is today. Well, let me back up. Has assisted in making pro wrestling what it is today. Several years ago, there was no competition.
Right.
So he made pro wrestling what it was. An international juggernaut.
Mm-hmm.
But Mick Foley's saying some things.
He is saying some things, and especially this week because, I noticed someone in the comments had said that they didn't really see the debuts that just happened as a game changer. But the reason I don't agree with that is because of Adam Cole. Adam Cole is the first person that I know of who was about to graduate from NXT, to the main roster. Nice little contract sitting in his face. And he said, I choose AEW over WWE's main roster.
Baby!
Right. So I feel like that is, because we've had people who got fired and left and came over here, and there were people whose contract expired, they let it expire and came over here. And Daniel Bryan, I believe, probably turned away a contract as well.
He did.
But Adam Cole never did the main roster and chose AEW instead. And that just speaks volumes to me. That's a game changer.
I gotta agree with you, homeboy.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that comment. Respect. But here's the deal. I'm not a fan of CM Punk. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
not.
he's okay. His in-ring abilities were fine.
That's what's
I'm
bad.
talking about. But let's be honest. CM Punk was at the time one of the biggest professional wrestling superstars in the world.
No doubt.
Okay, you have seen many a WWE event hijacked by the fans. CM Punk, CM
And
Punk.
we've experienced it in life every time we've gone
experienced it ourselves.
to an event for WWE.
So whether you like him or not, the fans in general do and wanted to see him. He refused for 7 years. And you know they threw him money.
I'm sure.
And he turned it down.
Yeah.
He popped in a couple times, some independent stuff, nothing major. He did his MMA bit, didn't go as planned, whatever. He tried some things. And obviously he came back, worked for Fox. And in his words, he's not working for WWE, worked for Fox.
Yeah, he's very clear.
So he refused. The fact that Impact, the impact that he had coming back to AEW just goes to show you, and we saw that pop, we saw that crowd.
We saw grown men cry.
It is a game changer that they were able to draw in this talent that nobody else could. And I know there's been some comparisons. I know CM Punk has talked about it himself, and I've said it several times, about WCW, AEW. The thing is this, say what you want about this being WCW 2.0. I say it is. Obviously, it's a different company. Obviously, you're going to draw parallels. Same network, another billionaire person throwing out money, poaching talent. It is what it is, okay? So there's no disputing that. The thing is, CM Punk has said this is bigger than back in the day. Yes and no. It's the time that is happening.
Yeah.
At the time of WCW, this was the Monday Night Wars. This was gigantic.
Right.
Gigantic.
Right.
And at that time, there were no bigger stars than Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Razor Ramon, Diesel. Yeah, you had your Shawn Michaels, your Triple H's, your Rocks, your Undertaker. You had your big stars in WWE for sure. But Hulk Hogan, not saying anything about his personal life. I'm not talking about Terry Bollea. I'm talking about Hulk Hogan, the superstar. There was nobody bigger.
Right.
Now, yeah, you had your Ric Flairs, you had your Dusty Rhodes, you had guys way back in the day in territories for sure. I'm talking about on a global scale. Vincent Kennedy McMahon and Hulk Hogan took professional wrestling to a level never before seen.
Right.
So the fact that you have this rival company able to pull him, not only pull him, but then also turn him heel. Mr. Training, prayers, vitamins, believe it in yourselves, dude.
Yes, and that, to me, the equivalent of that would be for someone to pull John Cena, and John Cena came over heel and was completely the opposite of Fruity Pebbles.
Way beyond word life.
Right, so that would probably be a comparison to Hulk Hogan. No disrespect to Punk. We acknowledge that presence, we acknowledge who he is right now, but you really cannot make the comparison of how important Hogan was. You know, I mean, without Hogan and Andre the Giant, like you said, that they were just as critical in elevating this as Vince was. Completely.
And so what we're looking at right now is you have AEW All Out.
Right.
And you knew there was going to be some premieres, didn't exactly know who.
Right.
And I said, kind of jokingly, sarcastically, I'm like, what if they just premiere everybody that got released at the same time? Like everybody. They did Ruby Soho, Adam Cole, and Bryan Danielson, and CM Punk after a 7-year return.
Yeah.
So the thing is, that says something.
I thought the Iconic were going to come out too.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. I think that definitely says something to what WWE, and the fact that you have this hardcore legend, the fact that you have somebody that is still invested, and I believe is still on a Legends contract with WWE, that he's looking at you in your face. And I like the position that he sat here. He's talking to us. He's talking to the powers that be, the brass, and every single one of them watched that. You know they did. You know they did. And the fact that he's like, look, you have a problem that is partially not your fault, but a lot of it is your fault.
Right.
I understand that you want to cut costs and whatever. Bottom line here is this, that you do not have your finger on the pulse of what the WWE universe, the fans want. And we've said this
I
on a
don't even
previous
think
show.
they care about what the fans want.
And that's the problem. I've said this about cell phones. Okay, don't get me started on cell phones and Samsung.
Yeah,
Don't get me started on that.
different show.
Okay, but nobody asked, like Mick Foley said, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Nobody asked you to take stuff away
Right.
and add other stuff that nobody wanted.
Right.
People liked NXT for what it was. Did nobody ask you to live in color that? Nobody.
And if you think about it, you're gonna take NXT, the one brand that was like
Hitting.
and you're gonna water it down and PG it as much as you can with these bright colors when it was the closest thing you had to an Attitude Era.
We are die-hard WWE fans, okay? Point blank, period, inside and out. But we are professional wrestling fans as well. And we watch all professional wrestling. We may not react to it. We may not review it all the time, especially AEW, because AEW is real funky when it comes to their reaction. They will pull a channel
in a minute.
and we're not having that.
We're not doing that.
But we are professional wrestling fans. We want to see a good product. We are invested in WWE, have been for years when it was WWF. So the thing is, we want to see a decent product. If you're going to give us a 3-hour Raw, we want to see a 3-hour action-packed like it was in the Attitude Era, the Monday Night Wars. We don't know if we'll be here next week. We need to, there is no script. Like The Rock himself said, there were no scripts. You just go out there, do what you do, give a hell of a show, and it showed. Yeah, you got your butts kicked for a year and a half, but you were able to turn the tide. And I do not see that right now. There was really no reason for these superstars to be banned from their Twitch. How is them having a Twitch affect you?
Not in any way. It's like you're trying to keep your people down, and now they can't get away with it because there's social media and because talent can talk. They're not silenced, and when they leave, they can say, hey, this is who this company is, and this is why we didn't want to work there. This is why we were unhappy. And then people get all salty, why you got to talk bad about WWE. They gave you a shot. WWE needs to own up to who they are and how they treat their talent. That matters. It matters to us.
It matters to us, and like Mick Foley said, let's take Karrion Kross. We've said this on many a reaction. We like Karrion Kross and Scarlett for what they were. They were a duo. They worked very well together. The fact that you decide to split this up, take him onto the main roster, have him moonlight, lose,
water him down
in his debut match, lose. Granted, to somebody who isn't technically a jobber, but is now. But you had him lose, come back when this back and forth thing, and now he's fully premiered on the main roster, lost to Samoa Joe, but you're gonna be this big, bad, tough guy. So let's go ahead and get him into this mask. Let's just change who he is, and this will get the fans over.
And then put him in a match against John Morrison.
See, this doesn't make any sense. We've said this before. You take these NXT stars, the very people that we come to love, when we see their pay-per-view, it's pillar to post, apologize in the back later. And you turn down the volume. You pour water on this fire that we liked, and you dumb them down. And they're contracted people, so they're going to go along with the flow. If you're told to job, you're going to job.
Yeah.
So we're going to make you look like a fool in 36 seconds at SummerSlam. Bianca Belair! That's just what you're going to do. Because, like I've said a couple of different times from the movie Alita, Battle Angel, right? There's that scene where he's looking down at one of the players, and it's like Vince McMahon, and he's taking him out. He's dismantling the very things that we loved about these superstars. And he says, nobody is bigger than the game. So he thinks that it's all about him, it's all about the higher ups, it's not about the wrestlers, it's not about the superstars, it's not about the fans. And then you look and you see, why are so many people wanting to go over to AEW? AEW is just some rinky-dink company, right? That's no big deal. We took out WCW, there's not a threat. NXT lost, they had to run to a whole different night. Now you have a Friday night AEW that doesn't really compete in the same time slot as SmackDown, but it's on Friday night. So now they have more room to kind of spread out this peanut butter from all this talent that you're bringing in.
Right.
So the point of what we're trying to say is this. Get it together. Like Mick Foley said, you have a problem. When you have your hardcore legend to tell you to your face in public, you have a problem. You need to fix this. Mm-hmm. We are fans. We want to be fans of what you are giving us. But if you're giving us repetitive nonsense, if you're giving us 3 hours of tag team turmoil, come on, man.
I mean, I think, JR, when he interviewed CM Punk the other day, wrapped it up pretty good when he said that night that CM Punk came back, it actually renewed his love for wrestling as a wrestling fan. That's pretty big.
That's huge.
Pretty big. That's pretty big.
That's
There's
huge.
like nothing else to say.
And, well, apparently there is, according to Vince McMahon. Let's bring in The Undertaker! Bring in The Undertaker! Friday Night SmackDown! Dude, can you not let him rest in peace?
Right, for real. Please, leave Mr. Calloway alone.
He had a fantastic match with AJ Styles. You had a 5-part series. Let this man ride off into the sunset.
Please.
Okay? This is not the savior.
No.
Goldberg is not the savior.
For sure.
Granted, Cena bolstered a little bit. Cena's not the savior. Cena lost. Cena's gone. He'll be back.
You know what? And you have Brock. You have a great story with Brock and Roman. And so far it's playing out well. Utilize that story. Don't.
You had great talent that you let go.
Right.
That is the bottom line. You had great talent. You had Braun Strowman, who I don't know what the heck happened with that whole debacle with Shane and dumb and stupid. And that was ridiculous. And that went nowhere.
Yeah.
The Lana Nia bit went nowhere. You consistently
Every story goes
will
nowhere.
start a story and just end it like it. They'll never know.
It's
They'll
like
never
being in a
remember.
maze. You know what I mean? Like you keep dead end. Oh, this doesn't go through, dead end. That's just all these dead end stories. Like,
And this is not. If anybody looked at AEW's All Out pay-per-view, you know every match hit.
dude,
You told stories.
hit hard.
You tugged at the heartstrings. You poured emotion into your show, and it showed by seeing the emotion come out of the fans.
Right.
That's all we want. That's all we want in WWE, right? Follow through with your stories. That's it. Keep your talent. Don't dumb them down. I don't know why this concept is so difficult for you to understand. But again, if Mick Foley is telling you, get it together, y'all need to get it together. And I feel like all of this is still going to fall on deaf ears.
Yeah, well, I think when Bray Wyatt shows up at AEW, it's going to be the nail, just the nails right in that coffin.
That's it, Jack. That's it. Everybody would love to see that. Everybody would love to see that. Heck, I think that might even be the time you might even see Rowan come back. I mean,
All right, we can wrap this up.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. We don't want this to be a rant, but we wanted to.
Too late.
Uh,
But we feel some type of way.
we feel some type of way and have for a minute, and Mick Foley talking about this felt like the perfect opportunity for us to just vent some frustration, because we don't want to come out here and do reaction and reviews and just vent. We don't want to do that.
Right.
And there's plenty of that out there, which is fine. We want to be the power of positivity. Throw out some pancakes. All right, family show, keep it clean. But
Whatever, so often.
it has to be done. It has to be done. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, listening. Please be kind to one another in the comments.
Yeah, because we don't really get down with bullying. I really have a thing with bullying. So when people start calling each other names and taking it personal because someone doesn't like who you like or what you like, I'm not going to let it go too far. I will delete and block you.
Yeah, and we don't want to.
We don't want to.
Like
That's
I
not
said,
our
we're
goal.
doing this for, we're fans.
We are fans.
We love what we do. We love watching professional wrestling. We love WWE. We love engaging with all of you. But again, be respectful.
This is a safe space. We are allowed to agree to disagree.
Well, see, oh, wait, now you tell me that's just Alex. You can't take his.
Just
You
Alex
just
would want us to use a safe space, and we're in the same genre. You be stealing.
I say
you
in
be
love with
stealing
love, and
quotes
you.
from people who aren't even in the same YouTube genre.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Okay,
to the
so if you haven't subscribed yet, what the hell you waiting for? Bam, bam, bam! Hit that subscribe button, and also there's a join option. You can click on that, and you can look at the perks that come along with being a member of our channel. And as always, don't forget to hit that notification bell. You will be notified when we go live.
Thank you very, very much for tuning in to this special conversation. Thank you very much for joining that conversation in the comments. Again, keep it clean, keep it respectful, and we will do the best we can to interact and respond to everybody as well. That is it for us. Ladies and gentlemen, please come on back to watch A&B Convos Wrestling Edition. We got more content coming for everybody and our members. We are working on some stuff, but until then, we bid you all. Don't forget to like and share. Ding! Ding! So ding!